Who makes innovation possible? Where one idea leads to the next. Where researchers go beyond everything they know and embrace everything they don't. Where thousands of people and combinations of technologies impact every moment of every day. This is the University of Florida, a collaborative culture on a journey of connected curiosity.
Our faculty, they spend day and night trying to advance the welfare of societies within the state of Florida and across the globe.
And the thing that drives researchers, particularly in academia, more than anything else, is they want to be able to compete. They want to be the first one on the planet to discover and to invent.
We understand that in order to do that, we have to have a top 10 research computing structure on this campus that our faculty and our students can access whenever they need it.
Inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. UF's information technology units have been busy upgrading network speeds throughout the entire campus. Most notably, the campus research network was increased from 20 gigabits per second to 200 gigabits per second, one of very few universities in the world to have such speed. 3.5 miles to the east, UF's IT group has put the finishing touches on its new data center, the hub of activity for UF's research computing. The center's ability for high-performance computing, or HPC, has been critical for chemistry professor Adrian Reutberg's research. Reutberg designs hundreds of sophisticated computer models each year and is part of a team who is seeking more effective treatments for HIV.
Our work depends heavily on computational power. And by computational power, I do not mean a laptop or a desktop. I mean many processors up and running with very heavy storage all the time. With the existence of the HPC, we simply clear our mind and don't have to worry about those things.
Analyzing dangerous events like an oil spill or tsunami requires mechanical and aerospace engineer Bala Balachunder to have access to the Research Computing Center.
You want to have the world's powerful machines, computing machines, to work for you. So the UFHPC plays a wonderful role for us because we need very big computers. I want to focus on what I do, so I want to let the experts do what they do best, which is maintain these machines.
Dr. Azra Bihorik is a UF and Shands physician whose research includes complications after surgery. Her quest to have real-time digital records and risk assessment for patients could only happen in an environment of collaboration.
I mean, this type of projects require a huge team of people. This is not one-person project. We call this collaborative research partnership. We had 5 different colleges and multiple PIs from each college is working on this. The problems are extremely complex. They require training in multiple fields and collaboration between information technology, computing centers, engineering, psychologists, doctors, healthcare, in IT in the hospital.
Taking UF to places never imagined, the research and IT partnership is one of the most unique in the country.
We're not solving their problems, but we are really making it easier for them. We're making them more effective. We're making them more competitive. They can get more things done. They can get them done faster, and they get them done in a better way, higher quality products that they make.
The Research Computing Center needed to be big enough and powerful enough to handle some of the most complex computation the world has ever seen. So they thought big, really big, to accommodate university computing needs for the next decade. The research supercomputer boasts nearly 24,000 cores and is affectionately known as HyperGator. It's the fastest among universities in Florida and top 10 in the country.
HPC provides us with enormous facilities that we would not be able to commandeer so easily.
UF professor Paul Avery is part of a worldwide team that discovered the Higgs particle at the CERN laboratory in Geneva, Switzerland.
We could have, of course, tried to get our computing done in other facilities around the world, but it would take us for a far longer period of time because we wouldn't have the priority or the ability to even learn how to run it at those centers. And so by having the resources actually located here at the University of Florida, we can actually get things done on a much faster time scale. And timing is everything.
Astronomy researcher and professor Eric Ford works globally with NASA to interpret solar systems and galaxy formation.
And so we like working with the HPC because they're able to provide a robust facility. They enable us to be much more efficient in our research than if we had to sort of provide some of those resources ourselves and operate them, where it would sort of be a distraction and time that we can't spend doing our science, writing proposals, educating graduate students. That makes us all more efficient.
A unique network of ideas to discover the origin of cancer and other diseases is at the core of Bill Farmery's DNA research, whose work depends in analysis of complex data sets.
And that's what HPC does for us. By making the drive, the need for computation, something that became important at the full top levels of the university, was critical to our growth as a university to be able to tackle these essential problems.
Research Computing's 10,000 square foot data center, complete with environmental controls and backup power, was built to assist the entire university and to encourage constant evolution. Half of the facility is dedicated to enterprise computing and offers petabytes of data storage, something that is critical to the mission of our humanities departments.
Data is not exclusive to the sciences. Data is a huge part of studies in humanities and how we can track that.
At UF, we're one of the few institutions in the country where, and I feel confident in saying this because I've done some of the research, where our library and our high-performance computing collaborate.
UF libraries are striving to organize digital material for instruction and scholarly use. A world-renowned example is the Digital Library of the Caribbean. UF English professor Leah Rosenberg helped to create the archive of rare manuscripts and photos that without UF's leadership may have been lost forever.
Collecting and preserving and disseminating this material is one of the really important things that the University of Florida does.
It's an easy conversation for me to go to faculty in the humanities and say, we have the best computing infrastructure in the world, and we can make your research better, we can make it take off, and we can help you in doing the things that you care about, that you're passionate about, and we can help you work through the critical problems in your field. And by the way, you can help us with those problems, with the other problems in other fields, and so we can all work together in a much more dynamic environment that's really exciting.
So, who makes innovation possible? It's people who pursue challenge with a passion, working to impact every moment of every day.
Interdisciplinary research is really a flourishing enterprise on the University of Florida campus, and it is an aspect of the campus that enables us to be tremendously successful and helps us to drive the cutting edge.
It's an institution that drives for excellence, and only going to be satisfied when we are where we need to be, and that is top 10 in the country.
And you're challenged to go further, to provide really bright people with the tools they need to compete with anyone on the planet. And what researcher doesn't want to be a part of that kind of environment?
To find out more about how these innovators use the University of Florida's Research Computing Center, log on to researchcomputing.ufl.edu. Research Computing at UF. For today, tomorrow, and whatever tomorrow brings.